welcome to FBI, Harley.
Hello.
Yeah, Harley Stratton, a.k.a. Flume, who released his debut record at the end of last year on local Sydney label Future Classic, and has since become arguably the biggest artist in Australia, selling out 2 Hordern Pavilion shows, kicking off on Monday. I guess you celebrated an amazing 2012 with your first overseas tour at the start of this year. Tell us, how did the tour go?
That was nice. It was the European tour, so we went all through Europe. It was actually really cold. We went to a bunch of different locations. Probably my favorite would have been, oddly enough, was we went to Warsaw in Poland.
All right.
And it was like minus 15 degrees, which is like colder than I've ever been. I've never been to anywhere that's been that cold.
So you're a child of Australia. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it was a 40-degree day the day I packed to leave, and we got it to Poland and it was minus 15. I was in my board shorts packing, so it was pretty crazy. And it's just, I played this gig in this huge warehouse, it was really cool.
Now, considering that the record only came out in Australia in November last year, how were people like reacting to the music? Did they know Flume tracks?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it was like, it was just me playing with a support at most of these shows. But what I like is I feel like when I go overseas and play, I got the same thing in America. I just got back from the US as well. I feel like I'm playing shows that I played, the shows I played 9 months ago here, when they were smaller, like in the clubs, and people know the smaller tracks and often get a really big response from the lesser known tracks because it's all the kind of dudes who, obviously super into music that are down there. So it's nice.
Now, I remember in an interview recently, you mentioned something about how in the future you'd like to produce for other people, sort of write music for other people. And I noticed when you're away, there was a photo of you with Steve Aoki and Skrillex and some other photos like that. Did you manage to hook up any sort of collaborations in the future while you were overseas?
That was kind of fun. It was in Miami, and we were all staying at the same hotel. And we were just like getting breakfast, and then they were there, and then we got introduced, and then ended up going out like to the clubs and stuff with them, and their shows, and then just it was a lot of fun.
And here's the thing about the photo as well. They look super excited in the photo. You look chill, like it's just any other day.
Yeah, it was a big night, that one, actually.
No, I guess off air just before, Shag made a little bit of a joke about how I've been getting a couple of Snapchats and having a good laugh. But you were very, very brave and put your Snapchat username in the public domain.
Can I ask, was that a mistake?
No, I made a Flume one, right?
Okay, cool.
And, I put it up on Facebook, and I've received a lot of very interesting Snapchats, huge range.
Roll us through some of the most memorable ones.
Well, I actually kind of gained, because I guess, fans can like post anything. I've been getting, there's this dude, right, and he draws a picture like of an animal or something every day, like a lion or like a leopard, and he says, "This will keep you safe at night, Flume." Every night.
Every night you get a different animal.
Yeah, dolphins sometimes. It's kind of nice, but in a creepy way.
Yeah, but to be fair, you're not dead yet, so who knows? Maybe it was him.
It's like these guardian angel animals.
That's right.
And break it down as well. Like, what if you were going to put into categories of what you receive? What would you say would be the sort of categories and the percentage that you get?
I don't get as many boobs as people think, but they are in there. You just have to dig. For some reason, dudes like taking pictures of their wang, but turning it into a snake, like drawing on their head. That's really popular.
Drawing a little face on it.
Yeah, like with a little tongue coming out. Like, yeah.
That is so weird.
There's lots of characters.
Do you get more snake wangs than boobs?
I get more manginas than boobs.
Oh.
Snake wangs is also kind of up there.
I can't believe you get more dude junk than you get like boobs. I thought boobs would be like the number one of all Snapchats sent to Flume?
See, I was wondering, nudie ones aside, do you get lots of people like giving you a 6-second demo of their rapping or something?
Yeah. I get a lot of Ableton, like people filming Ableton, like check out my beat and stuff like that.
And have you ever heard one and gone, yeah?
Well, the quality, it's 10 seconds is max, and the quality is terrible, so not really.
All right. Well, look, if you're Snapchatting Flume, yes to snake peonies.
Snake penis.
No to track demos because they're not going to work. Now that this is the Infinity Prism tour, tell us how you've beefed up the live set.
We've got a lot of lights happening. We've basically been working with these guys, Toby and Pete. They are based in Redfern. And what they've done is we've created like a unique visual for every song from scratch, and it's interactive as well. So there's these huge kind of like screens at the horn, which will be like looming over me in the shape of a prism kind of thing. Then we've got this prism thing, which is in front of me, and it's all audio reactive. And we've done a rehearsal. I did 2 rehearsals at the horn actually, and it's looking pretty damn cool.
Now, do you ever find yourself distracted by the light show while you're playing?
No, I don't see like any of the light show, except I requested I have like a mini, it's like a rear vision mirror so I can see what's going on behind me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like a tiny little screen on my desk.
There you go.
And does that mean that, like, if you manipulate the certain sounds while you're playing and decide to kind of do something a little bit differently, that the lights will react to that?
Precisely.
Amazing. Now, speaking of rehearsals and that kind of thing, I've been seeing a lot of Instagrams from the one, the only Mr. Chet Faker, that you guys have been rehearsing together, obviously, for this tour. How's that all going? Is that kind of different to have somebody else come into those rehearsals? I guess when you're so used to just doing things on your own.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, we only just like, he hung out at mine and we just like, got our stuff together. So I haven't actually performed like properly with the whole setup with him yet. So yeah.
All right. Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed it all goes well.
I mean, I think it's going to be fine. And yeah, it went really well. It was great. It was actually really fun. We ended up we had like 3 days and we ended up just hanging out for like most of it. And then at the end, we were like, oh crap, we got to get this started.
Just a couple of bros drinking some beers and sharing music.
Yeah, it was one of the best parts about it was like, because with this job now, like part of my life is like every day part of my job is to do social media, so therefore I have to like find an interesting photo or like think of something that I can put up each day, but when Nick was there, we'd just take a photo of each other like doing something really mundane, like Chet Faker having breakfast, like
I think I saw that
and
one,
it would
yeah.
just get like huge amounts of likes, and then he'd just do the same back at some other time of the day, and his social media feed would just go crazy.
Be like, oh my God, Chet Faker has breakfast like I do. Yeah. We both like bacon.
Oh my God, Chet Faker and Flume hang out together. Holy shit.
All right, Flume. Well, look, before we say goodbye and thank you, I do have to ask, considering that the self-titled debut seemed to come together quite quickly, in 2013, can we expect anything new from either Flume or your, I guess, your remix DJ duo, What's So Not?
Yeah, What's So Not's just about to put some new stuff out.
Original stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, nice one.
That was a bonus of when I met up with Skrillex. We actually ended up working out a deal for What's So Not on his label.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's pretty exciting.
Cool.
Do you have to shave half your head?
We'll see. It's actually someone's made a picture of me with Skrillex's hair. It's on the internet.
All right,
Flumex,
okay.
Check it out.
Yeah, and then
Google that stuff.
And then you pan down, and on the weenie, it's got a snake's face and.
There we go.
Leave the snake weenies out of this. I had enough.